Thank you, Christian. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. My name, as Christian explained, is Francisco Paco Pinzon. I'm the CEO of DP World Luanda in Angola. I am from Panama and I have been enjoying this industry for the last 21 years. I want to thank you all for giving me the opportunity to share with you our experience in Luanda. The last 7 weeks have carried with it a number of challenges, typical of any takeover. However, the COVID-19 has added another layer of complexity. Now, just to give you a brief background, on January 25th this year, we signed a concession agreement with the government of Angola to manage and operate the multipurpose terminal of Luanda for the next 20 years. And only 4 weeks later, we took over the terminal and officially initiated operations on March 1st. We are very excited about the economic potential of the country, where we have immediately started investing $190 million to modernize the terminal. Can we move to the next slide, please? So what I'm going to try to do now is to share with you some of the challenges that we have identified during our takeover and implementation. The first one, and probably the most critical, was the limited time that we had to implement a new terminal operating system. For that reason, we approached ZODIAC, who understood the challenge, and I must say that they were immediately on board. So our initial plan was to implement the system in 8 weeks, which for many people, including me, was unthinkable. Those of you who have been part of system implementations know that just conducting an initial assessment, it might take at least 12 weeks. So we started putting together a solid project plan and setting up realistic goals with the Zodiac team. So today I am very proud to announce that what started just a few weeks back with daily video calls has basically concluded yesterday with a successful implementation of Zodiac in our terminal. And what is better is that we accomplished this huge milestone 1 week earlier than our initial plan. I have to make a pause here to really thank my team and the Zodiac team for an amazing display of teamwork. It makes a difference these days with COVID-19 around when you have a highly competent and committed team and a provider that not only has the resources and tools to support you remotely, but is also willing to deploy resources on the ground. Another challenge that we face is the lack of proper IT infrastructure. And this was honestly my main concern, not having an IT background. I was always thinking, how are we going to implement a system if we don't have the proper IT infrastructure and all the hardware components? Now, one good aspect of Zodiac is that it's not just a solution provider, but it takes the experience from more than 34 terminals around the world, which gives them a very strong knowledge of our business. So discussing with Zodiac how to overcome this challenge, they immediately suggested their cloud-based solution, which then opened another opportunity for us to be the first terminal in our region to implement the use of BMTs, the vehicle-mounted terminals, and the HHTs using machine-to-machine technology, which in my opinion is a brilliant solution for terminals that do not have the infrastructure in place. So just when we thought that we were good, we were ready to go, then we realized that the billing part needed to be certified by the tax authorities by generating encryption keys for every single transaction, that is the pro forma and the invoices. So the Zodiac team, together with our team, developed the encryption keys in a matter of days to complete the compliance and the certification with the local regulations, which tells you how quickly they are to adapt to unexpected challenges. And of course, one of the crucial things is getting everyone trained in a short time, ensuring their safety in a new world. I have to say, in a new world where there are so many restrictions, like social distancing, restrictions in the number of persons that you can have in a room. So what we did in DP World Luanda together with Zodiac is that Zodiac trained our key users remotely. They receive intensive remote full day training for over 2 weeks. In addition to that, the Middle East and Africa Zodiac team, in collaboration with their Hong Kong team and super users from our terminal in Maputo, Mozambique, train in parallel three groups of users for operations, back end, and billing. Can we move to the next slide, please? Now, to briefly recap the advantages of Zodiac from my experience, the system is built using the experience of many terminals around the world, which gives them a strong knowledge of our business. Their presence in Hong Kong, America, Europe, Middle East, and Africa guarantees their support and immediate availability of resources, which was key for our implementation. Now, having the option of integrating securely with the customers, authorities, and other stakeholders' systems in a simple manner using premises and cloud environment. Their ambition, as you have heard from the Zodiac team, their ambition to generate new tools to reshape our industry and performance. Next slide, please. Now, for those of you in the audience who are looking at acquiring a new terminal operation system, I would recommend, of course, that you focus on your priorities. But in our case, we wanted to have a system that gives us the confidence that our revenue was captured and secure 100% by having automated controls and transparency. We wanted to have a system that is flexible enough to accommodate our contracts with our customers without having to manually modify invoices and receipts as is being done right now. So we had an immediate challenge, but it was also important for us to make sure that the system was capable to handle our long-term vision. And what I'm trying to say is that when you decide to go for a solution, you need to look at how close they are to the latest technologies. So you have the confidence that you're using a system that will allow you not only to fix your immediate problem, but also will support your long-term strategic objectives. Now, with COVID-19 restricting our movements around the world, it was important for us to have a team engaged with us from day one and capable to support us on the ground, supporting not only the implementation, but also providing the training to our users. And I am very pleased to say that Zodiac delivered in all these aspects. Once again, I want to use this opportunity to thank our implementation team on the ground. They have made a superb job, and our regional office for the support and resilience to make what many people thought it was impossible, possible. So thank you very much for your time. It's been a pleasure to be part of this webinar and this selected group of panelists.